Alright, gamers, and everyone. Tonight, I'm going to be showing you Descent from 1995, Paralax software, Interplay. If you haven't seen this game before, it is awesome. It's very sci-fi, very explory. You basically go around, you gain keys to doors, and eventually you get to the reactor of these kind of mine shafts in space that you have to blow up and then escape. So you rescue hostages, you fight the robots, etc. Anyway, really cool. Also, if you play Doom, it's basically Doom if you were flying a shuttle in Doom, or like a ship. And I'm doing Rookie because I'm a noob. It's gonna be good. Glad to see they're still using GMT. And I am a rambler. Look at that. Ooh, Israeli. Throwing in some local time connection there. Wow. Nice. Just a little bit of political stir. It's good. And I'm still rambling about something. Hey, there we go. Here are my objectives. That's okay, though. Ah, yes, and more dialogue that was written by some high schooler back in 1994. Okay. So before every level, it shows you the enemies that are going to be in that level. And generally, you kind of just figure it out as you play through, but it looks kind of cool. And they have a bunch of random stats. Generally, you get to know these guys pretty well, although they're relatively basic. I honestly don't remember this guy being in this level. This guy definitely is, though. He's kind of a dick. Okay. And don't remember this guy being in the level either, but he's basically a bigger, badder version of that last guy. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong and it's just showing general enemies. Don't remember seeing this dude either, but he's pretty cool. Yes, so basically your objective is to get out of this exit safely, which is really important to know because when you destroy the reactor, you only have a minute to escape. And so if you haven't found the exit beforehand, you're going to be flailing around trying to find it for much time. Oh man, more dialogue. Uh-oh. Wow, the information is sketchy, much like this script here. That's okay. I wonder how much of this... There can't be that much more. Alright. And an establishing shot. Looks like we're going to a moon base. Or maybe not. Alright. Moon base. Alright. So, I originally played this game back in the 90s on a Mac Performa. For any of you who remember that. It's also good for like SimAnt, you know, SimCity, that sort of thing. Oregon Trail, very classic. And I happen to have played a lot of these levels, so for the first 3 levels at least, I know where most of the secrets are. So you generally have 2 kinds of firing. There's this laser that I have. It uses energy, which kind of tracks up there. Right now it's at 101. You can see my shields around the ship. 91 has kind of a cool display there. And then you have several, you can pick up a bunch of different kinds of kind of secondary weapons. Usually they're really strong, but you don't have very many of them. You have to pick them up. Like these concussion missiles are pretty much the most basic. Could have just called it a missile, honestly. And that would have pretty much summed it up. But you can get homing missiles and bombs and such. Yeah, lots of secrets in this game. It's one of those cool things. You're constantly kind of looking at walls trying to figure out if they might be a door. And sometimes you can see it, other times you can't. I swear there was... There we go. So here's where this guy is. And he's giving me a laser level up. So the laser, I believe, in the first one you can level up to 5? It's 5 or 4. Second one it goes a bit higher. I think, or maybe they just change how it does. But then you have other primary weapons as well that you can get, which I'm sure we'll run into at some point if I actually continue doing the series. Right now I'm just doing level by level, so one video per level, pretty straightforward. So it's interesting to know the red door is here. Red is always the last door to go through. So obviously it's going to have me tap back around. Now I'm a stickler for trying to explore everything, and I mean I already know which ways to go, kind of, and generally you end up, I don't know, if you got lost, you kind of just keep going and you end up circling back. So generally hostages, they're in rooms like this, they're waving, they almost look like they have beaks, I think, but you basically have to blow up the door and get in. Sometimes levels have multiple places where hostages hide. I believe all levels have at least one. And they're just good for bonus points, so it's not a big deal. These are shields. I also thought they looked like eyes. Check that trippiness out right there. Alright. Let's go this way first. Yeah, I really love the level design of these games. They did a really good job creating rooms for you to go back and, I don't know, constantly trying out to find secrets. Even now, after I've played this first level a million times, including once before this video, I still don't know for sure what walls open doors. I mean, I know a lot of them. I usually forget about some. This is Vulcan cannon ammo. Homing missiles, those are fun. I think that's it for this. That's all she wrote. Oops. So they designed this with 6 directions. You can play with a joystick. I never did that because I didn't happen to have a fancy joystick back then, and so I'm just playing it the old way I used to with the keyboard, using the arrow keys. You can use the number keys and actually get all of the direction, and you can do strafing. I'm just not used to that because I was really young and played on a laptop without a numpad at the beginning. So I'm using A to go forward, Z to go back, Control to shoot. Feels really cool because you kind of have your hand like relaxed, but I don't know, whatever position. It's not really cool, is it? It's pretty lame. That's okay. Did you see the homing on that missile? Curved a little bit, yeah. Yeah, see, I can just shoot way over there. So it's and the Vulcan cannon, the first upgrades you get. Kind of looks like you're kind of dusting things out there. I think it was supposed to be kind of like a chain gun or something, but anyway, it's really powerful. Generally you get tons of ammo for it, but it burns up pretty fast, but you also don't need to use a lot of it at a time. And you pretty much find those guys and you paint them with it. So I swear, sorry, thought there was something that way. So in this first level, as a way to introduce how it works, they just give you the red key, which I think is pretty cool. Just because, I don't know, they didn't try and make it epically long to give you the full effect. They just gave you a bunch of different environments. Notice lava. If I shoot it, there's some splashback. If you touch it, there's some burning. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go back this way. So that's pretty much this first level in its entirety. So now we get to go through the red door. Pretty neat, right? Here's the place we came in. Can't really go out that way. Yeah, look at this fancy arrows telling me which way to go. Oh man. Probably didn't need to use missiles on that guy. Okay. Going down. And chaos ensues. So generally there are enemy spawns around here. I'm going to say generally a bunch. That's my word for that. Great. And so I don't focus on killing the enemies, but usually just go straight for the reactor. It's not that strong, but it also, if you notice here, I'm not touching any keys. There's some, it's not even camera shake, it's really just ship shake. Supposedly from these vibrations that are coming through. Here's the exit. Happen to know it's down here. Otherwise, you see how it's kind of hard to find because it doesn't say exit on it once you've destroyed the reactor. Anyway, so that's the first, maybe of many of these videos going through descent levels. Potentially descent 2, we'll see. So hope you all enjoyed that, and I hope you take it easy.